What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. It's on the left side here. We have Fiendsmith Chimera going up against Tenpai on the right. We are going to be most likely assuming that the Fiendsmith deck is going to be going first. Regardless of the role, Tenpai having a bunch of those going second cards in their deck, going to be willing to OTK. We see a Multi Army being hit right off the bat with the player. Going to be tending to draw multiple cards. Now, this can give them access to a bunch of hand traps alongside board breakers, depending on if we do. We do decide to normal summon out a copy of the Adjusted Gold here, which is going to give them an additional draw. We're going to go up into a copy of Requiem, which is going to then give us access to the copy of Engraver. Not being one of the best normal summons that we do have, but I mean, special summon from the hand does happen quite a bit in this deck, so being able to kind of dodge that can definitely help. We're going to see the second draw going to be activated by sending the copy of the Nightmare Apprentice there to summon itself out. We do see an Ash Blossom on the Nightmare Apprentice. They chain the copy of the Crossroad Designator, Decalling Ash, and we have an Imperm still for that copy of the Apprentice, and we have lost multiple cards here already, especially on the side of the Chimera player, you know, going down, I believe it's 4. But we do see a copy here of Desiree being made with the sequence. Then we're going to go up into the copy of Desiree, adding the copy of the Engraver, which we then activate, using it to discard the Search for Track and then discard the copy of Lurie. Lurie can then summon itself out. And we now have access to other stuff. We can also go Track Effect if we wanted to play other cards. I mean, if we do play other cards as well to get up a different body. We go up to an Appaloosa here, which can deal with the Tenpai board quite a bit sometimes. But we see the Desiree going to activate the effect, putting back to burn, and then we're going to do something with a Engraver by putting back the Desiree. And I'm not too sure where we're going with this. Oh, they banished the Ash is supposed to be banished. They accidentally shuffled that back. We still have one card left in the hand here, but I don't think we're going to be doing very much with this. We see them pass on that. They have an Imperm for the Appaloosa. They activate Sangan's summoning, and that's just going to be a scoop from the player, from the Chimera player there. Yeah, I mean, Tenpai is such an arrogant deck. I hope that that gets hit. I know people are like, oh well, it's super cheap. It's so arrogant. The fact that you're able to play so many of these like good going second cards, and your engine's so small, but you have so much access, like Pydra, Spell, as well as like Sangan Kaiman, Sangan Summoning, all have like just insane searchability and being able to discard cards. Then you have like Jinroku, which is like, you know, the extender essentially. You have Chunjo, which is also another extender, but also a starter. You just have so much that you can do in the deck that I just feel like the deck is just absolutely disgusting. Being able to OTK, being able to play through Shifter, like all these cards, just disgusting. But we're going to be diving into game 2. We're going to be seeing a Quaddle being activated, and then we're going to be searching for the copy of Gazelle. Gazelle's going to be normal summoning. You know, we are playing quite a bit quicker because we have no need to you know, play slowly with this. We know what's going to be happening here. We know Tenpai is going to be OTKing. We're going to be seeing the Chimera activate Chimera Fusion once we search for the copy of the Necron, looks like, by the way, which we then get to put in the graveyard. We can then banish it to actually summon out the copy of the Adjusted Gold from the deck, which gives us access to the Fiendsmith stuff. Very cool. I like how that happens a lot. It also can be sent off of the copy of the Bephermat there. We're going to be going for the Nightmare Apprentice by discarding the copy of the Quaddle here. We're going to be then searching for a copy of the Master Tau. So we might already have a copy of the Diabells in the hand. We go for a copy of Caesar, which can then stop any copies of Nibiru being made. And then we're going to be making the the copy of the Requiem, and then going for the Engraver. And we do play Dark Fusion here, which can give us access. Now this is only because of the fact that we play the Adjusted Gold. I do believe we have cut that card now in the updated list. I know that's not the same list that we posted yesterday on the channel, but it is changed. It's not an additional brick that we just don't need to play. I also don't think we're playing at the point, we're not playing the princess, so we kind of can't access to that So we go for another copy of Bephermat here, and then we're going to be activating the effect, being able to summon out the copy of the Mirror Swords Knight. And we can put back to summon, or we can link up into the sequence here, but you need a light fiend for that, which the Bephermat is not. Yeah, Bephermat is a wind. I mean, we could put back the copy of, like, we could put back the Requiem to summon with the engraver there to kind of do that anyways, but a little bit of a misplay. We're going to be seeing the Chimera Fusion going to be activating, putting back or we're going to make, what is going on here? We're going to make Desiree. Desiree can then add back the copy of Fiendsmith. We then activate the engraver, searching for the track. Then we're going to activate the effect, putting back to draw one. Track is going to let us search and discard Lurie. Lurie summon itself out. Oh, maybe they can't make sequence, so they make the Lacrima instead. No, because we're going to see the Fiendsmith put back to summon, which we should have done to make the sequence. We're going to link 2 away. At this point, I feel like we're just pressing buttons. We're going to make a Muckraker, then we're going to go up into a copy of Beatrice. Beatrice can be able to send, dumping the Lacrima, dumping the copy of the Dark statue here. This can be brought back off of the Lurie, or can be brought back off the Muckraker. They're going to put back the Lurie to deal with the Lacrima, but instead they put back a copy of Magnum, which I did not even know was a light fiend. I suppose it is. If I'm not, I think it is. Yeah. Then we're going to bring out the copy of the light statue here, and we do send off Beatrice the copy of Diabels, and we unfortunately don't have the copy of the King of the Mythical Beast, so we can't just dump. We can't just reborn out the Diabels to set the trap, but we do have a Sangan summoning and a Prosperity. We see Sundra, Imperm, D-Shifter, Veiler. We choose a copy of Shundra. And we discard the copy of Prosperity, revealing they have the Molcharmy in the hand as well. I'm not exactly sure how we're drawing things here. Okay, so we're not choosing the Tundra. We're choosing a copy of Imperm, and Imperm is most likely going to be hit on the Dark. We search for Chandra off the copy of Summoning, discarding the copy of Prosperity. And we then summon out Chandra and attack into the Dark. We're going to protect that with Muckraker. I mean, the fact that we had our field spell there definitely hurt us. We're going to then activate Terraform and searching for another field spell. They're going to set one and pass turn on that. Yeah, we definitely did not play correctly there at all. We probably should have started with Prosperity and then been able to see the Imperming that copy there of the Dark. We're going to lose anyways because we have to find a way to beat over or destroy that copy of the Caesar. But we're going to go for an SP, and then we're going to be seeing the Engraver summon itself out. And then we're going to normal summon a copy of Gazelle. Gazelle can then search. For a copy of Chimera Fusion. Chimera Fusion can then activate using the Engraver alongside itself. to go up into a copy of the King here, which is going to make them discard a card during their opponent's end phase, or this end phase here. We're going to be seeing the effect of Gazelle going to be activating. Search for a copy of Diabell, or not Diabell, but the Illusion, and we also get to add back the Chimera Fusion, which lets us summon out the copy of the Apprentice. We're going to then discard. The Apprentice is going to be able to search. You know, nice little silent mining type effect, which also lets us have a body on the field, which is very huge. We also see we have a multi-army in the hand. We haven't dropped it, knowing they have an Apprentice, so I don't really exactly know what's going on here. But we're going to go effects, and then they're going to negate that with the copy of Caesar to destroy it. Then they get to redeclare attack, and we're going to be seeing this. Yeah, I'm saying this should be definitely enough for game. So we're going to be seeing the Chimera player end up winning game 2 there. I'm not exactly sure what was going on in the Tenpai's player's mind. That definitely was not a great Tenpai game, but I guess you got to lose sometimes. I don't really know. I feel like the deck is pretty straightforward. I don't know. Maybe they were a little bit razzled at the point where they misplayed, and it's like once you misplay, like I remember I played the other day, which you guys are gonna be seeing on a POV. I was playing, and I got Nibiru'd, and I had a Talents. I ended up Talents taking the Biru. Like we're near time. I already misplayed. This is game 3. I get nibbed, and I go Talents to take, and I know I have nothing in my extra deck. I thought Moon ended up requiring 2 monsters, but it requires 2 effect monsters, so I just had to give them back the Nibiru. My last action was literally just nib take, and then I just passed. So like we all make those misplays. I definitely understand it, but we're gonna be seeing them start out with a shifter here. Normal Summoning Gazelle getting hit with an Ash Blossom, and then that's gonna be an end turn from them. They do see the Sangan Summoning going to be activated. They chain a Cosmic on that, but they have the Terraforming anyways, which they can activate once again. And they're going to activate the effect of the Kaiman here, being able to summon from their deck, or from the hand here, search their deck, and can summon from the hand, which is really cool how you can summon a copy. You can search for Genroku and summon a copy of the Pydra or Chandra, whichever one you have. Worded very, very nicely. But we're going to see them search for a copy of Chandra, and then summon out the Chandra there. And then we're going to be attacking, and the Chandra's going to be able to activate the effect, bringing out the copy of Phaedra. Then we're going to attack with the Phaedra there, dealing some damage. We do see a Droll and Lockbird in the hand as well. We're going to go up into a copy of Seals, and we're going to just pass turn on that. We're going to be seeing the Chimera player go with a copy of Coatl, searching for a Gazelle. Normal Summoning Gazelle, activating the effect, and we'll search for a copy of Chimera Fusion. They're going to activate Chimera Fusion. They're going to chain a copy of Seals here. This is going to be so that we can summon out a copy of the Draco, most likely. Going to be making it so they can't summon out Lights or Darks. Kind of forcing them to give them another turn at this point, but the summon will already be done at this point. So we're going to be seeing the chain links going to be made by chain link 1 is going to be the copy of Bephermat. Chain link 2 is going to be the Gazelle, and the chain link 3 is going to be the Mirror Swords Knight. And chain link 4 is going to be the copy of the Seals. So we see a Draco Marrow being summoned. We search for the Apprentice, and we dump the copy of Adjusted Gold. So now we also add back with the copy of Chimera Fusion. We're going to be activating the Necron here to summon out a copy of Adjusted Gold, and then they realize, oh, I can't do that. So they have to go battle phase, attack into it, and then they can banish the Necron, summon out. Now they are preventing them from getting game because of the fact that they had to beat over that copy of Draco. And then they won't be able to summon out the copy of Nightmare Apprentice, yada yada yada. But we're going to be seeing them summon out the Nightmare Apprentice. We're also going to see them make that Adjusted Gold, and they can go into the copy of the full Fiendsmith combo now. We're going to see Master Tau being searched. Then I'm going to link away for the copy of the Requiem, and then we're going to be... I don't exactly... Okay. I'm going to go for the copy of Engraver here. Then we're going to go up into a copy of Sequence, made properly this time, which we'll be able to do. We're going to be activating the effect, putting back to summon out the copy of Lacrima. Lacrima can then add back the copy of the Engraver, which can then activate the effect, searching for the copy of Track. Which just gets like another body on the field. We're going to activate the Track, being able to search for the copy of Lurie, summon to Lurie here, and then we can just keep climbing up. We're going to link 4 up into most likely an Appaloosa at this point, making it so that it's going to be very hard for Tenpai to be able to continue playing. They put back some of the copy of Engraver, as well as Burn for 12. And we see a Chimera Fusion being used, using the copy of the Engraver, and then 2 cards in the hand to make the copy of the copy of Chimera, the Guardian Chimera, to pop the field spell and be able to add 2 cards. Tau will also be able to summon up the Mirror Swords Knight, which was used. Then we can activate the effect of Mirror Swords Knight going up into a Big Wing, which can then search for a copy of Chimera Fusion, which can activate once again using the copy of the King, using the Bephomet and the Gazelle to go up for the King, which is going to make our opponent discard a card during the end phase, leaving them essentially on 1 card, and we're going to have Appaloosa here. So we're going to be able to set up a board, bringing back out the copy of Mirror Swords Knight, setting 2 cards and passing, and their last card in the hand is the Mulch Army, which is going to be an admit defeat from Tenpai. So we see the Fiendsmith deck end up taking the win there, being able to play through Shifter as well, setting up a pretty nice of a board. They tried to stall by making a Seals, trying to summon out the copy of Quakumeru, but unfortunately it was just not enough. This deck is extremely cool. We did see a little bit of misplay on both sides, but regardless, hope you've been watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to see more content like this. Stay safe. Peace.